Mr. Primetime.
Happy Friday. Playoff
Happy
football. Closest one yet.
It's always good to see playoff football. So I'm throwing a curveball at you, man,
I can see that.
because I know you wanted to follow up the Packers win to go into the Colts win, but that game was 41-0. I want to see excitement. I want to see edge of your seat, bite your nails, chaos.
I thought I was going to be able to just sit back, relax, watch Kevin Mawai hammer people, Richie Anderson go for 80-yard touchdowns. But nah, let's sit through some more drama.
It's split. And this is so. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? It's playoff time. That's right.
Guys?
Doing some playoff football. So he's never had to do this shit again. What's up, Eric? So this is going to be the 2010 Jets Colts game, which was, as you guys know, goes down to the end. So
I hated this game.
This game drove me insane, dude. I drank my face off for this game. Cause you can't help it. You're nervous. You're anxious. You're just, you know what I mean? It's just tough. So what's up, balls?
41-0 game.
Nope. This is the young Jets that were hungry. This is like a glimpse of what could happen to us. So
Young Jets. Other than Mark Sanchez, when that team was young.
Not the chat. No, this is not the 41-0 game. I threw an audible at primetime because right now primetime is like, oh shit. So here we go. Let's see how this works out.
Rex Ryan's mantra throughout the season. They got to the AFC Championship game last year, had an 11-point lead here, blew it, and picked up a lot of players in the offseason.
Let us know how that guy. You guys can hear it if it looks all right.
And Chris,
we're new at this kind of stuff.
The calling card for the Jets has been defense, but Rex Ryan said to us last night, "My offense and my special teams will have to win this game." What's your take?
Well, last year in the championship game, really, Mark Sanchez was nothing more than a caretaker of this offense. But he's going to have to be a heck of a lot more than that tonight, because essentially the Jets are now admitting that no matter how good their defense may be, they're never going to really completely shut down Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning is anything but a caretaker.
Jordan, thank you, man. Yeah, just message me, man.
Well, you go up and down the roster.
You can message me
teams, and I don't
on
think
social
there's
media
any
anyway.
Question that there's more talent.
And thank you to Matt too. Matt hooked me up big time, so I appreciate
that.
The
Colts have Peyton Manning, which makes for a fair fight. I think this is going to be a good one tonight.
Should be a great one. From Indianapolis, it will be the Jets against the Colts.
Peyton Manning.
AFC wild card
battle. I mean, to say it's not personal, no, that's not true. I mean, it is.
Let's go.
And I hold him personally responsible for me getting beat twice.
The whole playoffs was personal.
As much as I admire and respect Peyton Manning,
I
don't think there's anybody in this league that I want to beat more than I want to beat Peyton Manning.
Every team that I've played against when he's been the coordinator, they've been extremely well coached. They're smart. I think they're advanced in what they're able to communicate and change. They kind of audible like an offense, and it is always a challenge. It's a grind preparing for them.
It may be a grind, but Peyton has had Rex's number in the regular season.
Let's go, Rex.
3-1,
Fat Rex.
Fat Rex was the best.
6 games total, and 4 of those, Rex was the Baltimore defensive coordinator. 2 as the Jets head coach, and the 1 loss for Manning was in the game where he was.
That stadium's a good time, man. I was there for the championship game. That place is a real good time.
Stay healthy
on my list.
And go to a perfect season.
And the downtown Indianapolis is such a good party time, man. We just went nuts.
In his rookie season,
it was wild, man.
Tony Dungy's staff for many years, going back to when Tony was at Tampa Bay. So Jim Caldwell and Rex Ryan each in.
I just missed the nervous energy before a playoff game. Like all week long, you're nervous, you're anxious, you're antsy.
And they elected to receive, and the Jets don't mind that.
Terrified before this game.
The Jets won 9 coin tosses this year and 8 times elected to defer. So they like to start on defense.
Bro, Jordan, you're crazy, man. That's absolutely crazy. Jordan, do me a favor. TalkJetsRadio@gmail.com. I'll send you shirts. I got shirts made, man. So TalkJetsRadio@gmail.com. Dude, that's completely generous, man. Thank you. Seriously, make sure you email me. And then we had break the silence shirts made. So I'll send you all kinds of stuff, man. Thank you.
Reggie Wayne.
That's crazy, man.
Pierre Garcon, Mountain Brody Eldridge, Oklahoma. Jacob Tammy, University of Kentucky. Charlie Johnson, Oklahoma State.
That's crazy,
Founder
dude.
Dan,
Thank you,
Oregon
Jordan.
State University. Jeff Saturday, North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Mike Pollock, Arizona State.
Write down his name so I remember.
Cincinnati.
And one guy missing.
Colts offensive line is terrible.
Was expected to play, but he was deactivated, and Manning starts with a pass to Garcon.
Come on, Crow.
He makes a juggling catch and gets 9
Rodney
yards.
Poole on the
He's
hit?
tackled just shy of the 30-yard line by Rodney Poole.
Well, we're going to have some great matchups on the outside. Here's Cromartie on the outside. And one thing you'll notice about him is he basically will allow slants. He's going to let guys inside. He plays more outside. So if the Colts are throwing slants tonight, it'll be that way.
Jacob Tammy.
Just shy of the
I have Cromartie on him.
Manning flanked by
Rex always did weird shit with his defenses, though.
moves to his right, and
There
the
you go.
pass is incomplete. Tried to get that to the tight end, Jacob Tammy, who's done a very good job in the absence
What's
of
up,
Dallas
Anthony?
Clark, who was hurt earlier in the season. In fact,
A
Tammy
live
has thrown
playoff
more
game. We'll
passes
probably be at it,
over
man.
the
Not gonna lie.
last
We won't be
10
streaming it. We'll be at it.
in the league, and Manning goes right to the stand.
Nice
There you
tackle.
go.
Jets are equal to the 10.
Rodney Poole.
Rodney Poole comes up to stop Joseph Adai. And so the Colts
Plus,
start
the Colts
with a
at 2nd and 1.
7
Fucked it
inches
up.
and wind up with a 4th down and the punting unit coming in.
I'll tell you, that is really some play right out of the back here. Rodney Poole's going to come up.
They
And as this
erased that.
thing
Hurry
gets
up.
bounced back, you could
Good
see
push
Bart
by
Scott
Bart.
taking Jacob Tanny and just
Yep.
driving him in the backfield. And then Rodney Poole, from an unsettled position, comes up and makes the play.
All
That
right.
was something.
Pat
So that's
McAfee
Jets
is
fan, you're
one of
encouraged?
those.
All the dirty work
Holmes,
other guys
who
making
has
tackles.
only returned a handful of punts this season, is back to bring it back. Instead, he'll wave it off, lets it bounce,
Yeah, the last
and it will roll.
the last drive is awesome.
Inside the 30-yard line, then Holmes gets pushed out of the way.
What an
But
idiot.
He thinks he touched the ball,
Forgot
but the
he did
officials say he did not. He did not. And it will be the Jets ball of the 26-yard line. He came close, didn't he?
That is
Why did
so
Santonio even
ridiculous
do that
what
though? Like, why even play?
Santonio
He used to always do some weird
did.
shit like that though, man. Like
Pushed into the ball
push the
here.
limit.
He may have on the tail end of this thing.
He almost
No,
kicked it too
I
after
don't
they
think
pushed
so.
Yeah, like there's no reason to even be in the position for that.
But if you're going to let it go,
There he
let
is.
it go.
Let's go,
Come on, Mark.
Sanchez.
Almost a huge mistake right off the bat on special teams for the Jets, who figured to have
I have
the
so much
edge in
autograph
this one
Sanchez shit, dude. It's ridiculous.
against the
I
Colts
love
on
that
their
kid.
special team side.
And now
I have footballs, jerseys,
Jim
pictures.
Caldwell seeing the replay, he thinks that
challenge
they have
it.
grazed
Come on, Santonio.
the leg of Holmes. So he is going to challenge. You've got to challenge a minute and 31 seconds into the game. Gene Steratore is the referee.
Not the hands.
Or the inside of the left leg.
Oh, close, but I don't think it ever did. Do you?
No, I don't either. And Steratore is coming over to the Colts sideline.
Indianapolis is challenging the ruling on the field of the first touching by the kicking team. Timeout.
I don't think he's going to win it.
When was the last time the Jets got a Sunday night game? That's a good question for Steve.
He hasn't went through that one.
This game is fun, Trevor. This game was a nail biter, man.
After review, the ruling is confirmed. The receiving team did not touch the football. Indianapolis will be charged with his first timeout. That is also Indianapolis' first challenge.
So what Caldwell did here is by challenging.
That is correct. I'm watching this over the Knicks.
Anybody. It comes close.
Didn't even think about it.
Caldwell thought, at least after hearing from
The longer term for Derrick Rose. Huh?
he might win the challenge. He doesn't challenge very often.
I'll watch
He's
pretty
been
much anything over the
successful.
Knicks.
And the key thing here, Chris, and it's clear it doesn't touch anybody, is that Caldwell now has only one challenge.
Yeah, the waste of challenge on that, man.
So
Woo-wee.
what ended up being a very poor play by Santonio Holmes works out for the
Go,
best
Mark.
for the Jets.
Absolutely. Ball to the 27-yard line. And now the Jets' first offensive play is a short pass and good coverage.
That Dustin Keller?
That's Keller,
Yep.
Yep.
who gets covered on the play, and it's second down and 10 as we take a look at the Jets starters.
Mark Sanchez, USC.
Yeah,
Daniel
kid.
Tomlinson, TCU.
Tony Richardson, Auburn.
Santonio
Rich.
Holmes, the Ohio State University.
The.
Braylon Edwards, Lloyd Carter's University of
Ah.
Michigan. Dustin Keller, Purdue University. Rebecca
I
Shaw
like that, man.
Ferguson, University of Virginia.
Matt Slauson, Nebraska.
Nick Mangold, The Ohio State University. Brandon Moore, Illinois. Damian Woody,
Oh, Damian Woody's on this team too. I forgot about that. Look at LT go, man. Look at this run. It was funny off that. I remember saying that. I'm like, these Jets came to play. That run, I was like, oh man, these guys are ready.
So many times
watch this run.
From the outside with this Colts defense, and LT just
his cutback though. It's like
Tony Richardson with a nice
look at that move right there. It's like, dude.
And LT played so well early in the season, but really hasn't been much of a factor since. Braylon Edwards on the outside with a good block.
Now you've got Brad Smith who comes in to play quarterback. They also use him in the Wildcat. He's their kick returner, and he gives it to Tomlinson. And Tomlinson in that last carry, that was his longest ever carry in a postseason game. He's played in 8 postseason games. He's had spectacular success in the regular season, but he's still trying to make his mark with a huge postseason performance. So Smith will come in and out, comes out after one play. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
This is a nice stream, man. This video is crystal clear.
Wow, no breaks, nothing.
I mean, like, it's like nice. The other one was kind of like a little foggy.
Not jumping ball either.
Right now they go with LT at the outset of the game. And they set up the screen to Tomlinson. And
2nd and 9.
Covell Connor, a rookie linebacker out of Clemson. We talked about the Indianapolis injuries. Gary Brackett's missed a lot of time.
Yeah, Matt's awesome, man. I gotta thank Matt a lot for that. He was one of the first people to donate, to be honest with you. So thank you to Matt. That's super cool of him to do that. I don't even know him that well, and super cool of him to do that.
3rd down 14.
3rd down and 14. They lost 5 on that?
Any place in the league, and it is right now.
Oh, that's your 3rd and 14 play? What are we doing?
Playing for field position.
The answer I think everybody's going to say here is Pennington, because Pennington had a much more success, I think. I mean, Sanchez won the 4 playoff games, but Pennington was a much more likable guy, I think, right?
They set up Chad more for success. I mean, they let him sit the first 2 years behind a great offensive line. Sanchez, I mean, he had the team from the start, and then after the first 2 years, they took everything away from him.
But I think if history says anything, I think everybody's going to say Pennington, because Pennington's demise was more because of his injuries. It wasn't because of his just, you know what I mean? That was, he was so likable.
He still should have been the quarterback on these teams.
Almost made a spectacular play for the Jets. But the Colts get into the 20.
John Cougar Mellencamp on a Friday night. 0-0 first quarter.
It is freezing in Indianapolis today. But
it's freezing in New Jersey too. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yes. I was dodging ice on 24 today.
This game
work.
Moves along to be a factor. It normally is at Lucas Oil Stadium. 3rd year here for the Colts after moving from the RCA Dome, which was next door.
All right, so we got a first quarter here. Still 0-0 prime time. The high-flying Colts aren't so high-flying right now.
Could be up 14-0 right now if you watch the other Colts game.
Another one of the, we talked about the Colts
Joseph
injuries.
Adai.
We talked about the linebackers, the secondary, the offensive line, and then he was obviously a vital.
What's up, Nick?
And they were able to make it through.
Thank you and Rachel, man. Thank you guys for donating too. I appreciate that, man.
The most as far as
super appreciate it.
Concerned. Such a big part of this offense, and especially against the Jets, figuring out who it is that is coming on the.
Who was the other running back they had? They had Joseph Adai. Who's the other guy?
2nd down and 6.
I forget. Well, time Peyton Manning had, dude.
Yeah. Blair White with Eric Smith making the tackle.
Blair White, you break.
Sometimes when you get fancy, Jason Taylor's going to drop back in coverage here. He's obviously not a very good cover guy. He's a pass rusher, so Peyton just kind of fooled around.
Jason Taylor dropping in coverage, see?
Peyton looked him off.
Rex is a lot of that shit, man. Look, he was dropping back in coverage too. Look at him down there.
3 and out on their first drive after they had the second entry.
3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 here.
Nice stick. Rodney Poole again.
Toward the sideline, and again, Rodney Poole, who made the tackle on the 3rd down play on the first series, makes the tackle here, and the Colts forced to kick for the 2nd time.
Well, Antonio Cromartie right here is going to hold Pierre Garçon And this would have been potentially a touchdown. He grabs him by the jersey, and with
I
the
thought that was the
speed
theme
of
of this game.
Garcon, if
They
he
just
had been
couldn't get the
allowed
first
that
down on
release,
third short.
Yep.
very well scored.
Yep, absolutely right.
Now Cotchery is
They're getting all these long drives.
Hey, Cotchery returning punts.
Holmes done already.
On the first punt, before catches it at the 39-yard line. This field position for the Jets when we come back.
I think Green gets destroyed.
Rex Ryan.
Bobby Green's.
Yeah. His defense. Sanchez.
Be a fun fight because Bobby Green will talk shit to him. He's gonna get mauled, especially on short notice.
Yeah, what, 3 weeks? What's the last fight? 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
On the first series, they figured to alternate too much of the night.
Nice play action.
Oh, man. Slauson again getting destroyed. Although Mark kind of stepped into that.
Damian Woody was good, man. He was a solidifying force over there. That offensive line was stout.
Pass rush right there.
I was a big Braylon Edwards fan, too. I wanted to keep him so bad.
Step up, and by that time, Daniel Muir came off.
And Braylon loved being a Jet, man. He loved every ounce of playing for the Jets.
He plays a lot, but Antonio Johnson, who according to
Slauson, man, come on.
was playing better than anybody
Brandon Blow was consistent as hell, too.
After the 5-yard sack. Edwards is the motion man. Here's Green. And Green had a big postseason last year up to the 41-yard line. Let's take a look at the Indianapolis defense.
Robert Mathis, Alabama A&M. Daniel Muir, Kent State. Pee Wee Moore, Southern Cal. Dwight Freeney, Syracuse.
Dwight Freeney.
Gary Brackett, the Auburn. Camille Connor, Clemson. Justin Tryon, Arizona State. Aaron Francisco, BYU.
Antoine Bethea, the real HU, the Mecca, Howard University. Jacob Lacey, Navy Forest High School.
Mixing and matching all season long.
Come on, Sanchez. Let's go. 3rd and 9.
Third down and 9. Sanchez's pass.
Nice throw.
And then it's Cotchery who
Got the
should have
catch.
it up with a first down. And they'll spot the ball at the 49-yard line and move the chains.
I tell you, there are a lot of great athletes on this Jets team, but Jericho Cotchery has more guts than any of them.
He does,
catches
man.
this thing about 3 yards shy of the first
spun
down
for it.
marker and just refused.
Just so you know, they do have the season in review of all the co-tight years.
A little knee
So
to
I thought instead of maybe doing an individual game, you could just watch the season in review. It's only
The
like
answer
35
is
minutes.
absolutely not.
It's only 35 minutes.
No.
You got some good
We're
coaches.
We're embracing positivity.
Fifth on the team in receptions.
What did I throw
Sanchez rolling right, and then the pass is
What was
thrown
that?
to the sideline.
What else did he throw it to?
Kellen
Threw it to
Clemens.
Kellen Clemens?
Well, I remember Sanchez initially injured his right shoulder week 15 against the Steelers. Now he has a bruising of the capsule, which is the lining around the rotator cuff. There may be some
bruising of the
cartilage
capsule,
damage,
prime
and he
time.
could require off-season surgery. Now, the team doctor said the only increased risk of injury is if he's hit.
We are not watching co-tight streams. The answer is going to always be no. Because prime
not
time
just
does it by
co-tight,
himself.
It's the whole season in review.
I don't want to see the whole season review. I sat through it.
Thank you.
35 minutes.
You can watch it. Do a special primetime stream. Primetime views the co-tight years.
Show me how to do this. I'll do it.
It's easy. I'll show it. You can embrace the negative of the co-tight. I'm gonna keep embracing all victories.
Colts.
They have almost every season in review from like the late 80s to the 90s.
There's number 91, Ricardo Matthews, and he's a big reason why. Last
I love
couple of
those
weeks,
videos
he's
when they
gotten
come
in the
out.
ball game, and he's a rookie just pushing.
They still have a bunch of the VHSs too.
And it's made a difference in this run stuff.
That crowd is loud as shit, man.
The ball and stopping the run over the last month, and they end the season with a 4-game winning streak. Tomlinson is back in. 3rd and 8.
Wow.
And a quick throw and then behind Santonio Holmes.
Wide open.
He had him too.
4th down, Jacob
Almost looked like
Lacey
Sanchez
with
rushed
the
that one.
play, and the Jets will punt.
Well, that's a big play by Jacob Lacey. These outside
Jacob Lacey was a bad
cornerbacks
throw.
for the Colts,
How's it a big
Jets
play?
anyway feel like that they're really no match for
What?
these receivers.
Fuck
Just
is Chris
the fourth
Collins
throw
we're
that
talking
time.
about?
Lacey's
Didn't touch
a guy
Holmes,
that
didn't touch
sits
the
on
ball.
a lot of routes. They think they can get deep on him.
Steve Weatherford came close to setting a record for most punts inside the 20 this year. And that one was into the end zone, so that is his second touchdown.
Sanchez got screwed by the Jets, man. They just mismanaged all situations.
Well, after his first 2 years, they lost what? Damien Woody, they replaced him with Wayne Hunter. You had Kashri for Derek Mason. I think Brandon Moore was gone a year after that.
The Tebow bullshit.
Yeah, added Tebow.
And the yards
They just
per
didn't handle it well at
carry
all.
up to
I mean, he could have played much better too, but they just
final 3.0. Nothing
they just
like
didn't
a
handle it
bar
well.
graph. Back to the
They were
grade.
they were chasing names, they're chasing headlines, they're doing all the wrong
It's
things.
going to be a little interesting tonight,
who was his
though,
last
because
offensive
the Colts
coordinator? That was
offensively
Brown,
without their probably best offensive lineman, Ryan Deem, at the right
There's fireman Ed.
position, and Jeff Lincolnbach is going to take over there as fireman Ed looks on.
First and 10.
I think him and Gary Vee were doing jet snaps after the game, right?
Yep.
20-yard line. Dominic Rhodes. He's the running back, and here he goes.
That's a Dominic. Yeah, it's Dominic Rhodes. That's the guy I was thinking about. Dominic Rhodes and Joseph Adai.
The Jets defense.
Sean Ellis, Tennessee. Sheldon Bohart, University of Utah. Mike DeVito, University of Maine. Brian Thomas, UAB. Bart Scott, Southeastern.
Brian Thomas, reliable.
Ottawa Hills. Calvin Pace, Wake Forest.
Oh, yeah, Calvin Pace too.
Ready for White Valley, Cabrillo College. Brittany Poole, Oklahoma. Antonio Cromartie, Florida State.
And Manning, quick snap.
I forgot about that. I forgot they had Brittany Poole. I mean, Brian Thomas and Calvin Pace on his team.
5-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
I have bad news for you, Christy. He's actually at happy hour right now. It's why he's not in the stream. He went to happy hour 5. He hasn't been home yet, so Legend's still out.
Second down, and of course, Peyton's never allowed.
He'll be here for the midnight stream.
And because of it, Manning, instead of 2nd and 9, has a second down at 4. 5.5 to go, and they're scoreless first quarter. Inside handoff. So Rhodes picked up, as I say, from United League.
Trevor Price
stint here. Remember, it was Rhodes
in
06 who was so good in postseason play, had a huge Super Bowl, very instrumental in the Colts' only Super Bowl championship since moving to Indianapolis. 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. Let's go, defense.
Colts are 0 for 2 on 3rd and short.
I used to hate when Manning did this shit when he audibled like this.
Always did it.
Hated that. Omaha.
Manning backs off.
There you go.
Again, 3rd and 1.
Has now stopped the Colts on 3 straight 3rd and shorts, intended for White, covered by Drew Coleman.
Drew
Good
Coleman.
job by Drew Coleman. I'm surprised they didn't go.
He was the reason they lost in the championship, or one of the reasons they lost.
Yeah.
Instead, they just run the quick out. And Coleman playing the outside edge forced Peyton to try and make a little too perfect throw. And so far, this is like 2 boxers feeling each other out in the opening rounds.
Colts have not moved the ball past their own 29-yard line.
Is this true? The last time the Jets were on a Sunday night game is 2011?
Yeah, I think so. He said it was about 10 years when he was on the show that time.
And he gets up to the 43-yard line.
Sure, it's not happening this year either.
And Brad Smith a little shaken up to see.
I'm not watching the Steelers game. If Primetime wants to go, I don't need to be educated. I actually was there. I was actually at that game. I'm embracing positivity. Primetime could do all the tough losses and educate everybody.
Right out here on the outside.
Maybe once we get through all the wins,
which would be next year.
He runs the Wildcat for this team. It's a major force when you talk to the Colts.
He got a piece of that.
How much practice time
like
they
hurt.
use up against that, and now it looks
Who's your
like
favorite player as a kid growing up, Primetime?
Curtis Martin.
Try to guess. We'll give you a report a little bit.
I was like a Victor Green, Aaron Glenn guy. And then, like, as you know, I was Keyshawn, Curtis Martin.
Return. So the Jets again have good field position.
Got to capitalize on field position here, Jets.
The Jets are trying to take advantage of this now from the 42-yard line. Sean Green is the back. Here goes Green. When Green got hurt last year in the AFC Championship game, that made a big difference. He had a huge game at Cincinnati, had a big game in San Diego, had a spectacular postseason. But when he got hurt in the second half here, Indianapolis took the reins and away they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and what a postseason Sean had, averaging over 5.5 yards per carry. And there's no question, Mark Sanchez telling us last night that when he went out of that game, We had a lot of 2nd and 9s trying to run the ball on 1st down in the second half.
2nd down and 6.
Sanchez loved that play. He used to do that one a lot, didn't he? That little fake, the little.
Tryon and Francisco in on the stop. 3rd down and 2 to come.
Well, they've got some young linebackers in the game for the Indianapolis Colts. Pavel Connor that time was flanked all the way out to the outside. But you can see these guys in here, they have some idea of where these things are going. But that time that the bounce out play just simply wasn't there.
Tomlinson back in on 3rd and 2. Flanking Sanchez in the gun.
LT was good in blitz pickup, too.
Mm-hmm.
Sanchez under pressure. Sends it for home. Incomplete. That time it was Dwight Freeney who got to Sanchez.
Each team 0 for 3 so far.
But he had LT off to the left, though. That was a poor pass.
Sanchez.
The second one he had in this game. This kid's killing us, man.
Got in behind Cornelius Brown. This should have been a potential touchdown.
Should be a touchdown.
Nice move by Holmes.
That should be a touchdown, dude. I mean, not a touchdown, but that throw was awful.
Sanchez missed it.
Rutherford, it's the 6th.
You know, right now, Santino's on the sideline. God damn it. There's twice you missed me. I need my numbers. Yeah, he was, man.
Oh, yeah. He's pissed after the first one.
Hurt his shoulder a little.
Money got hit, too. That didn't help.
Win or go home, prime time.
Rex Ryan showing a lot of looks to Peyton Manning so far. They came out in the first series and had 3
well, yes, three in a row, right? They got them off the field.
Yeah, all on 3rd and 1.
The 3 wide receiver look. Come out later and end up with just 1 down lineman, and Jason Taylor inside with 5 linebackers and 5 defensive backs. But you can tell their priority is getting a 1st down run stop, and if they get that, then they try to substitute.
Yeah, this game is nerve-wracking, man. I drank my face off of this one.
Come on, Harris.
Because you know what it was is when the game is this close, it's a playoff game, dude. So you're nervous, you're like this, and you're just drinking like as you're just not even like power drinking, but you're just like nervous. It was just like,
sweating every play.
But everybody ends up going this way, and they just lose.
Especially when you're at this point, like, wow, we're in this game, like we can beat these guys. You know what I mean? We weren't getting our asses beat. Nice step. There you go.
Thomas.
Making the tackle.
Solid player for the Jets, man.
2nd and 13.
I mean, Calvin Pace is real consistent.
Defense, really. A lot of good, solid players. Like, other than Revis, they didn't really have any stars. Everybody was good.
On the outside, and it's part of what's making this game so interesting. Matched up against Reggie Wayne for the most part tonight.
They all played their role perfectly, though. They knew what their responsibilities were, and they stuck to it.
It's Antonio Cromartie.
2nd and 12. Pass to Garcon.
Another 3rd and 1.
It was Manning and company, a 3rd and short at the 34-yard line.
Well, one of the things that the Colts wanted to do in this game was make Antonio Cromartie tackle. They felt like the more screens and the more runs his way,
remember that was a narrative
advantage they had because he's not a very physical player. Remember days back when he was with San Diego actually passing up a tackle on Sean Green that became pretty famous. So he's one that's going to
another 3rd and 1. They finally got it. Because they were the last 2 they threw on it, didn't they? On 3rd and 1. This time they actually ran it.
Some hit that time by David Harris, even though it doesn't end up stopping the play.
What's up, John?
Got right in the hole.
Hope everybody's doing well.
Rode some credit. He put his head down.
Another day closer to USFL football.
First down.
Where's your draft recap?
I'm working on it. It's coming. My mock draft was on point, man. I almost nailed every pick. Like the Mel Kiper of the USFL. Oh, nice stick by Harris.
Across the 35-yard line, minimal gain. Harris makes the tackle, and that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter in this AFC.
See, right now as a
wildcard
Jets fan,
game.
you're like, dude, we're in this game.
End of
This
the
is exactly what
first
you want.
quarter
An
with the
ugly
score.
game. Manning's kind of frustrated.
Nothing, and the
Just want more from your
Indianapolis
offense.
Colts,
Opportunity, so.
nothing. This wild card playoff game.
I was like, we just stopped Manning 2 times in a row on 3rd and 1, and we didn't make anything happen with it. It's only a matter of time for normal people.
Victory Field, which is across the street. International League Baseball, AAA, Indianapolis Indians. There's Ryan Dean, who we thought was going to play tonight, but he's out. Jeff Lincoln bought the rookie out of Cincinnati. Takes his spot along the offensive front. We'll start the second quarter. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Andrew Kramer. Indianapolis wild card game, no score. 2nd and 10.
You can just hear the pads hit, do it. The line of scrimmage.
His 6th carry up to the 41-yard line. Mike DeVito
I remember being so confused throughout this game why they were trying to run the ball so much, and that was our strength. And the way Manning picked us apart the year
is
before.
that they basically have 3 defensive linemen in there that can cover 4 gaps, which is pretty unusual.
They kept saying that Rex kept changing his looks on him, but how much do you possibly change it? Their approach, the Colts' approach to the game was just weird.
These guys right here,
especially in the second half.
Though Dominic Rhodes,
yeah, it makes
like
listen. I was happy.
Kind of powered his way through at least for a few.
3rd and 6. Trips right. Only Wayne is to the left, and Manning goes to the right side. Tammy,
come on.
He's going to come close to picking up a first down. So Tammy really coming into his own, having playing on special teams. Dallas Clark, such a big part of the Indians.
What's up, Alex? How you doing, man?
In October, Tammy used to making a lot of catches. A wide.
This is the second time. This is the year after.
Catches in the first 6 games this year, 67 from week 8 on. From the 47-yard line. Guy is back in the game now.
That was that whole Colt offense for a while, man. Reggie Wayne would do that. He would do that. Garcon. Who's the other guy he had? Marvin Harrison. It's all they used to do. The same shit. Those quick little slants. It's a freaking tight end.
Catches in 2 years before Dallas Clark.
Right, with a Jacob Tammy, right?
And he has 67 since then in the last 10 games. I think it's kind of a matter if you get a chance to play with number 18 or not, don't you?
Oh, yeah, it helps a little.
Helps a lot. Ow.
6 receivers this season with 3 touchdowns on them. Take to a guy.
Pick that off.
Going over the head of Garcon, who was covered by Marty.
I'll tell you one thing, though. Peyton Manning's play action pass was ridiculous, though, man. It was just
good coverage on the outside. That time you're going to see Cromartie.
Like he would sell the shit out of it.
Safety that came in the middle of the field, and Peyton saw the man-on-man coverage and just took his shot. On the other side, Reggie Wayne working against Rel Revis.
He ain't doing shit against Revis. Good luck with that.
Inside against Revis. He's tough to the outside.
Hey, not even looking that way.
Nope. You can hear the hitting, dude. You can just hear it. It's like tenacious, man.
Revis will go to the Pro Bowl. Held out, hurt his hamstring.
Oh, right.
Start this year. No interceptions because basically he gets most of the day off.
You're not going to get the day off today. No. They're going to throw the Reggie Wayne.
No interceptions, no penalties against Revis this season.
3rd and 8. Let's go, defense.
In a row. We've got a little longer situation.
That play call is just like, what?
Yeah, I was ready for that.
Gets a yard or so to the 40-yard line, and Manning will watch McAfee come in.
You look at all the weapons they have in that Colts offense, and this is the shit they're calling.
That time Revis was way off, but they ended up with Dwight Lowry running out underneath that. You're not going to get a free shot out to Reggie Wayne. You almost can assume.
I think most Jet fans were, Nick. We were all wearing Jet stuff. And you're in the playoffs all the time.
Hey, everywhere I want to have my Jet stuff on.
Yep.
A lot more pride in it, then. Real strange play call there, especially that area of the field.
Yep.
Guess they thought maybe if they got a few more yards, they'd go for it.
But you wonder if Revis is taking away his best weapon in Wayne, you know, maybe it's forced him to think differently. I don't know.
about them Jets this season? They started off 9-2, got ripped in the.
It was supposed to be tonight, John, but I called it audible on primetime. I wanted some drama. I wanted some chaos tonight. 41-0's too easy. We want to sweat a little bit.
I've had enough sweat.
First 2 seasons together. If you're a Jet fan, you probably know all too well. The last time they had a quarterback start at least 10 games in 2 straight seasons for the same coach, Ken O'Brien and Bruce Coslet in 90 and 91.
There you go. Well, you know what's been strange, though, about this offense? They're either great or terrible.
It's true.
Average 28 points.
It is true. That's the way the Jets were. Dude, Sanchez was hot and they played well, or they were just dreadful.
Sanchez starting from the 10-yard line.
There you go, right to LT. And then you're also at the point where you worry about Sanchez. Like, don't make the big mistake. Like, don't throw the interception, like little pick six to the sideline.
They're going to end up with Robert Turner
Tomlinson
on
helped
the
him out
end
a
of the
ton.
line of scrimmage. One of the things the Jets wanted to do was to basically play additional tackles as tight ends in this game. A, you flank Freeney one step wider, and B, you don't have a tight end trying to double team the guy because that just doesn't work.
Number 23. Gain of 1, maybe 2 for Tomlinson. Let's check in with Andrea.
Well, Al, Brad Smith for the Jets has a left groin injury. They tried to stretch him out on the trainer's table a couple of times. They brought him in the locker room. He just ran out. He's on the bike. They are still calling his return questionable.
And as we mentioned before, thank you, Andrea. They would really miss him returning kickoffs. Of course, he also gives you the added dimension on offense. Colts were saying we have to spend a whole day preparing for the Brad Smith pass.
That's why you need Cordell Patterson now.
From the 24-yard line.
Nice play action. Nice throw. Nice catch from Braylon.
Nice throw. Nice catch.
First down,
go.
49-yard line by Braylon Edwards, who came to the Jets last year in a trade with Cleveland.
Boy, I tell you what, Mark Sanchez.
I was really hoping Corey Davis was going to be that big body target.
Watch this throw. He loads up on
Look at this throw, man.
And Edwards goes up and makes a really nice catch in front of Aaron Francisco. But
Sanchez has no arm. Right there. Rocket.
By Mark
Sanchez my guy right there.
In Chicago. That was a heater.
That's a heater, prime time. You heard that? He's got a heater. He threw his fastball right there.
For 49 yards.
Blocking.
Across the 50-yard line.
Matthew Mulligan out there, too.
I was going to say 82, right?
Baptized by fire this year because of the injuries to Brackett and Session and the other linebackers.
Braylon was very fast. You don't realize how fast Braylon was, man. He could
things
fly.
The Jets feel like they can do is run right at those young
linebackers. The bomb the year before, the 80-yard touchdown.
Yep.
They don't want them.
But people are like, oh, he's a big target, he's a big dad. He stretches the field too, man. He's a great athlete. Allen Robinson is a very good comparison. That is a good comparison.
Sure.
Nah.
Had no choice but to throw that one. 3 guys in his
Yep.
face.
And then coming in was Keonta Dawson and Pavel Connor Holt to knock Sanchez down.
Yeah, you got rushed here.
He's going to come right through here, and there's plenty of protection here for whatever reason.
There's plenty of protection? Are we watching the same game? Plenty of protection, prime time. Sanchez got hit by 3 guys. What game are we watching here?
He can't get off a little quicker than that.
Woody has missed the last 3 games.
Kid's running for his life.
Didn't Damian Woody get hurt in this game or the next one?
I forget.
And they just do. Maybe they didn't.
I feel like he didn't play in the Pittsburgh game.
He
Could be wrong.
Get it all. Clock went to 0. Delay game.
To the snap, delay of game.
Oh,
Offense.
that's terrible. On 3rd and 7. Come on, coach.
The Jets are using a lot of motions and shifts in this game.
Why not call timeout, Rex? Are you sleeping over there? What's going on?
They think they might get a little confused.
Where's the time management guy?
Some of their aggressiveness. Well, that time it went the other
Brian
way.
Schottenheimer.
Yeah, not to blow it, but Damian Woody tore his Achilles on the last drive.
I'm still pissed off at the delay of game right there. What are we doing, coach?
Up on a 3rd and 12.
Dump off.
3rd and 12. And now he's dead.
Jesus.
Oh.
That's where
Pulled
Pat
a Zach
Mahomes
Wilson there.
Tomlinson tackled by Brown, a little side of the hand.
How he got rid of that?
Backhand.
It looked like Dwight Freeney initially is going to get this inside move going, and then it forced Sanchez to step around, and then it was just simply game on after that. And for Sanchez, not too many of those plays.
Weatherford's kick.
Steve Weatherford. Right there.
Saved it.
Marquise Cole.
This time they can. The officials checking with each other to make sure the ball did not go into the end zone.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
So they haven't made a call yet. You've got to.
That was unbelievable.
That was Cole, right? Isn't that 34?
Where the ball should be placed, and Steratore will let the guys figure it out.
Marquise Cole is going to get his hands on this as long as he doesn't touch.
He
touched his
God
hand
damn
on
it.
the end line, then flipped it back. It'll go to the 20.
Is that a member of the kicking team was in the end zone when he touched the football?
Oh, God.
That's why Marquise Cole never lasted.
Just
Had a shot anyway.
barely. Almost a tremendous play again, but it cost him 19
Westhoff is
Westhoff.
If you go to NFL.com/fantasy, you can sign up for the playoff challenge where you could win a trip to Super Bowl 46. Which, by the way,
I saw the Jets posted it, but I didn't listen to it though. I don't.
Over a year from now.
Colts
will start the fourth drive from the 20-yard line.
Look at all the time he has.
All day.
He's going to dive for a first down. Blair White out of Michigan State, free agent signee.
One of the marquee matchups.
Who was the guy before Blair? Oh, it was Brandon Stokely. Was that the guy before Blair White?
Here's the key one right there. He has 1 yard of offense thus far in this one. So the matchups on the outside so far go to the Jets.
And Revis didn't mind that. It was 3rd and long. Gave him the yard underneath. That's the
Nice cutback.
Starting to break a little bit.
The 39-yard line got him behind the left tackle.
Yeah, you're right, though. They just had that nice pass play. Like, why would he go back to running the ball?
Yeah, just the old stretch play here by the Colts. You're just going to see everybody sort of moving this way and then allow the back to make the cut.
Jason Taylor's getting eaten alive.
They got a very nice foot block on Jason Taylor.
So Rhodes comes back here. 2nd and 2. Mike Rhodes close to a first down. Going to spot it just over the 40s, and that's going to make it 3rd
Such a weird
down
game plan,
and inches.
Yeah,
Well,
you're
so
playing
far
right in the Jets' hands. They want to keep it low
been
scoring. You want to
with
keep them.
not
You're keeping them in the
blitzing,
game.
Playing 2 deep safeties and essentially daring Peyton Manning to run the football. I remember having a conversation with him one time. He said early in his career that would have made him absolutely crazy when he couldn't throw the ball. He says, now, if they're giving me that, I'm going to stay with the run.
And that runs counter to what the Jets normally do is they blitz as much as any team in the league. 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. Yep.
And Rhodes going for the Florida Tuskers not that long ago for a first down. Right to line up with Foster in the backfield and plays 3rd and short.
Yeah, going to come right here with the big double team.
What is Parks?
Just get enough movement. I tell you, Buha did a
Parks,
good job against Jeff Saturday.
That was on Eric
He got
Smith.
him pushed back in the back.
Parks got hit the other gap.
Saturday held on just
Buha
long
almost
enough.
had it.
Wouldn't let him get free and make the tackle.
5:45 to go. No score.
This first half flew, man. Holy shit.
Seattle, New Orleans.
No points.
A few hours back.
Oh, man. Cromartie.
Oof.
Pierre Garçon, right?
I totally forgot that's how it started. Oof.
Cromartie got roasted.
Damn, what a throw that was, too.
Why are they showing pools? Cromartie got dusted, doesn't he?
Well, he's probably supposed to help. Both were there.
Here on the end of the line of scrimmage, that was the first time really that they had brought a safety down, which left
Yeah, Poole was leaking over, too.
And Brodney Poole just did not get there. Eric Smith
He was watching the other side of the field.
He was. He wasn't even looking at this side of the field. What a throw.
Manning's eyes took him that way.
Yep. Prime time's dumping things.
Remote.
And Vinatieri to tack on the extra point.
Yeah.
And finally a breakthrough at 5:25 to go in the opening half. The Colts 7 and the Jets nothing.
Man. That's weird.
Cool mascot, though. I like the Colts, man. I have a thing for mascots. I have no idea why.
I know you do.
I always like meeting them.
Throw that up close in Carolina.
Yeah, Sir Purr blew me off. Jerk.
He gave you a dance.
Where
do you want?
So you've got Kyle Wilson, the rookie defensive back out of Boise State, who's going to run the kickback.
Oh no, Kyle Wilson.
It's the one thing he was good at. He couldn't cover anybody.
No. 22-yard line. Sanchez will go to work.
Come on, Sanchez.
Down by a touchdown. Garcon winning that matchup with Cromartie. Garcon got hot like the Colts at the end of the year. He had 5 touchdowns over the last 5 games. He was second in the league in on-target drops. They didn't drop that one. He dropped that one on the Jets.
All right, so get with 5 minutes here.
First down for the
Gotta get some points.
1-yard line.
Tomlinson hit the corner fast.
One on out of bounds by Francisco, and back we go to the touchdown.
Well, one thing you know,
I
when
don't
the
go back
Colts
to the
get this
touchdown.
bunch formation, it forces Cromartie to go off. And then Brodney Poole here takes a
Cromartie
bad
had the
angle
wide
coming
angle. He was
back
like,
the other way.
he was
Yes,
like he
it's
was
Cromartie's
way
fault,
outside.
But Brodney Poole has responsibility for the middle of the field, and he is at least half to blame, but not in Rex Ryan's mind. He's saying, Mr. Cromartie,
Rex over there just giving him the
for one
shit.
reason to knock off the Colts, because this guy ate us up last year, 151 yards, and he didn't get it done.
11 catches in that championship game.
There you go. First down.
This is Sean
Needed that.
Gotta get some
on
points for the
2nd and
half.
2. And that'll be a first down for New York.
I'll tell you the other part about it for Cromartie. He really is a guy. If you let him play bump and run, he is very, very good.
Physical.
But when he starts playing off coverage, he gets high. He looks a bit confused. He's just not the same player.
What was the
I
Jets' record
guarantee
prime
the
time
Colts
at this?
saw the same
11 and
thing
5.
that I did watching the tape. The more they get him to back away from the line of scrimmage, the more effective they're going to be.
Sunday night game in 2007 in San Diego, Cromartie picked Manning 3 times. In one game.
Nice little rollout.
Sanchez rolls.
Ah, jeez. Kid's killing us, man.
Dustin Keller, the tight end, traveling downfield, covered by the safety Antoine Bethea.
It's his third bad throw.
That was a good recovery that time by Antoine Bethea.
Nobody
He
opened
was looked like he might get hooked there. Keller coming across the field, and Bethea was down around the line of scrimmage. And when he saw that bootleg, he turned and sprinted backwards. Got there just in time.
2nd and 10.
Oh.
Caught right flat. Santonio Holmes up at the 35-yard line.
Who at this point is probably pissed because he hasn't caught a pass yet.
One of the things you have to
He was
contend
open like
with
4
the
times.
Colts is the
Yep.
fact that their corners know their pass rush is so good that they can squat on routes. And I think what the Jets are trying to do right now is throw some underneath balls to get Lacey jumping some of these routes, and then they'll go double move by him like they did a season ago to Braylon Edwards for the 80-yard touchdown.
3rd and 4. Justin Tryon, the cornerback.
Gotta get this.
Jets go 3 by 1. And the pass and Holmes
There you go.
up, makes the grab to convert, takes the ball in the Colt territory to the 48-yard line.
Here's the first down point.
Well, now each
got to do that.
receiver has taken a shot against Cornelius.
He was
Brown,
really
the
good, though, man. His route
young
running was like
cornerback,
precision,
the
though.
rookie free
What he
agent.
wanted to
They're
be.
just doing these little
Nice
turn-in
hands.
routes. Takes a little courage if you're a wide receiver to go in there because you don't know exactly where the safety is, but it appears there's a pretty good hole in there for them to continue with that shot.
Under 3 to go.
1st and 10. Good drive here from the Jets offense.
Gotta get some points.
Nice little draw play there.
No, that's fun.
No sense of urgency. They're just cruising along here, just running their offense, folks.
Well, they got 3 timeouts.
We talked about how fast this Colts defense is, and one of the things the Jets want to do is use that speed against
Tony Richardson was really good too, man. Good blocking fullback.
I think part of taking their time was actually from the year before. Manning got the ball with what? A minute 15, 4 plays for a touchdown for the half.
That's true too, man. That's true. I forgot about that.
That's where they want the ball to go.
And the Jets will be content to let the clock.
No rush at all.
That's what I'm saying.
Just wasted 35 seconds.
So they were just walking around like, it's no big deal.
Remaining in the opening half.
Brian Thomas is like, what the fuck just happened?
7-0, Indianapolis. So I had a halftime show coming up. If you missed it, but you can't assume anything. We said that last week. Seattle beats New Orleans. If you haven't seen Marshawn Lynch's touchdown run, stay tuned. It was a beauty. Seattle winning 41-36. They advance. Saints will not win another Super Bowl crown, at least not this year. 7-0 Indianapolis, 2 minutes to go, 2nd and 3. Sanchez avoids the sack.
Don't make the big dumb throw.
Pass is incomplete. Feeling Maola was in his face.
That was scary.
Almost had the sack. Forced the pass. 3rd and 3.
Looking to go to Santonio Holmes again here. That was the route that they love to run, that sluggo route, the slant and go up the field. But because the Jets haven't been effective enough running the football yet, the Colts have just stayed in that 2 deep safety and they had it covered.
Jets have all of their timeouts. 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
They toss it to Tomlinson.
Look at a blocking, dude. Is that the Brickashaw downfield?
Out there, yep.
Forced out of bounds. Going around the left side. Brickashaw Ferguson helping to provide the escort first down to the 30-yard line.
Now, anytime you see a long run, you know there's a wide receiver making a block, comes right up here and gets Aaron Francisco and is able to set this edge to Brickashaw Ferguson. Such a good athlete out in open space.
Look at the Brickashaw. Look at that, man. Braylon downfield.
I mean, this is a guy that hasn't always had the best of luck in the playoffs, but he's starting to feel it.
6 carries for 47.
Nice cutback.
Will only get a yard.
Look, it's a minute 40 now, prime time, and they're just still just like, there is just no urgency, nothing. We'd be blowing a gasket right now. Imagine we're streaming this live.
They don't want Manning to sell your timeouts. You got time.
I don't like it. I like more. I like a little more.
No. They learned from last year.
2nd and 8.
Is that on us?
Feller was in motion. Fraley came across the line.
False start.
Offsides. Oh.
Offense number 60. 5-yard penalty.
Come on, the Brickashaw. You're killing us, man.
That was rare for him, too.
Well, we saw the Jets in this game last year, if in a little flinch, really struggle with the noise. But it wasn't that they were moving too quickly. They were moving too slowly last year. So in practice this week, they said the noise level was incredible. They were piping in a lot of music. They were piping in crowd noise. They were doing it at the same time. It was driving everybody nuts. But they felt like that was a major factor in the loss a season ago.
So it'll be 2nd down and 13. Chiefs territory trying to reset the game clock or the play clock. No, the game clock.
Thank you.
It's just like, boop.
Which they do. He put 1 second back on it, 1:15.
And now, because of that 5 yards, you got to assure the field goal first, where you're already in pretty good range for a field goal before.
Nice throw, nice catch, Santonio.
So he gets 14 on the 2nd and 13, and Sanchez takes the Jets' first timeout. So, Chris.
Look at this clock management.
Seattle Seahawks. You saw that one coming, right? Like you said,
Not something that the Jets were usually known for.
Coming when they beat Philadelphia. You told me you saw that one coming, right?
I leave you one hanging curveball, and it turns into a lifetime nightmare, don't I?
Well, it speaks to what the NFL.
He's leaving us a hanging curveball prime time. Got you about 3 bad takes already in this game.
Or they're going to Chicago or Atlanta.
Next week. It sounds like Arizona a few years ago, and you ended up calling that one in the Super Bowl, right? Who would have believed that?
Santonio Holmes, who was one of the stars of the game in this one tonight. 1st and 10. The ball is at the 19-yard line. And the pass is incomplete, intended for Keller, who looks for a flag, covered by Bethea. Good ball handling that time by Sanchez, but Bethea staying right with the tight end.
It's a bad throw. We're talking about the NFL. These are throws you have to make. They're going to fake the quick screen left. Then they're going to fake the draw inside. Keller's going to get behind Bethea. It's a touch pass. It's not easy.
It's makeable, though.
A little hold.
They don't have any points. I actually like the play calling so far in this game. All the play actions and everything.
They missed them both.
12th play of this drive.
Damn it. Why am I getting mad? Why am I getting...
Well, Antoine Bethea is pushing the envelope, as we like to say. See if he gets a little grab. Really nothing too bad. I think
that was another bad throw, though.
I wouldn't have called that one either. But again, if Sanchez just gives Keller a chance, he's a big target. Give him a shot. It's like Aaron Francisco going off.
Right.
All right, Sanchez, 3rd and 10. Nothing stupid here. You at least got 3 points here.
Ken Hamlin replaces him. And the Cowboys from the Seahawks.
Got the pump, the roll, the pump, the throw.
Oh.
I hate football.
Every time at the end of the first half, every game we've watched.
And your whole mindset there is just take the points. You don't need to pressure it. There's no need to do that.
Yeah, that's another play. Like, I don't remember that. End of the first half, I don't remember that.
But the whole thing is here, like you once, like he's on his 3rd or 4th read. Oh, Keller was.
Throw it away.
Look, one pump. Look. Right here, you throw it away. Like just mail it away, live another day, take the points.
Yep.
Not that shit.
From the 23 now, Peyton Manning has 2 timeouts.
Brutal.
45 seconds and 2 timeouts is an eternity for number 18.
I think this is when my beer intake started to drastically increase. It's like you're down by 7, just blew a good opportunity to get points.
Colts didn't try to go for anything
and
here.
The Colts are playing this one as if they're going to be content.
Yeah.
With a 7-0 lead, but Manning will snap this one with 28 seconds. And then when Peyton senses he's going to get sacked, down he goes. He's not going to get jostled. He's not going to take the big hit. He'll just go down. Jim Caldwell says, yeah, I need you. I need you, friend.
Yeah, and I think it's a smart play in this situation because the last thing you want to do is give up a sack fumble to Jason Taylor or Calvin Pace, and so Peyton Manning.
All right, all things considered, prime time 7-0 should be at least 7-3. We missed that one deep pass. It could have had more points actually.
In this AFC wild card battle, and coming up next,
dude, RJ Barrett has 30 points at the half.
How many?
30.
Are they winning?
No, we're down by 10.
Oh, dude. Oh, I would have been Carlos. If this was like a real live game, we're going back and forth, 7 at halftime. Oh. We can't see you, Melly. We can't see you. You're like John Cena. Can't see you. 7-0 at halftime. This is more fun to watch primetime than 41-0.
No, I'd be enjoying myself right now.
Right now, you're on the edge of your seat. You're nervous.
That's pretty easy, really, Al, wasn't it? Peyton Manning got one wide open receiver, hit it for a big touchdown. But Pierre Garçon and Mark Sanchez on the other end had a couple of opportunities.
Just all the lowlights of the game for us.
Are overthrowing every single one of them, and there we sit.
And so Sanchez will go to work when we start the second half. Brad Smith, the groin injury. And Andrea will update it shortly, but he came out after the first quarter.
I know, but if you watch it as you watch the game play out, like little things just annoy you. It's just it's so weird. Like you're just like, oh, why'd you do that?
Right now, it doesn't feel like it.
And McAfee with another good deep boot from Marty will come out from the 4-yard line.
Oh, Marty, just look at you go.
Almost broke it. McAfee, the kicker, makes the tackle up at the 30.
His stride is so fast, man.
Well, Al, walking off at halftime, Rex Ryan absolutely furious. Said, I'd like to complete a pass and not throw an interception in the end zone. Quote, we completely have screwed up the protections. He said Peyton Manning couldn't complete a pass against the pressure they're seeing. As for the long touchdown to Garçon, a blown coverage, he said, and he wouldn't even repeat what he said to Antonio Cromartie. As for Brad Smith,
yeah, he did.
Still questionable. He's been running on the sideline, but Rex Ryan called him irreplaceable.
Thank you, Andrew.
Rex just angry, bitter.
What he was saying to Cromartie. Sean Green starts as the running back from the 37-yard line. Green.
All about halftime adjustments, prime time.
Their 5 losses, in 4 of those 5, they did not score a touchdown.
Yep, well,
Joey, I can't find that game, man. I can't find that game anywhere. It was on there. Somebody took it down. If anybody can find that game, we'll do it. I want to do that one. There's highlights of it, but there's not the full game.
What they did a season ago in the first half of this game.
Anybody finds it, send us the link. TalkJetsRadio@gmail.com. I'm down.
Make them be physical.
Second down and 5. And they send Green through the middle.
So you come out running the ball.
3rd and 2 when they line up next. The numbers through the
watch the Jet Patriot Mangini playoff game.
Better than 2-1 on the ground. The Colts,
when they lose.
with 57 of those
I was at that game too.
Passing yards.
That was brutal, man. They were throwing pretzels at us.
And a 1-jet turnover came at the end of the half on the interception by Tryon.
Yeah, anybody finds that game, we're down for sure, man.
Receivers to the right. With a 3-0 here on 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Your first 2 plays are running plays.
Gotta get this.
There you go. Nice cutback.
So they line everybody up to the right, and then the run goes to the left.
Why do you want to watch the Steelers game? I'm not watching losses, man. I refuse.
Here's the best way in the world to get your young quarterback settled.
Nope.
Just start running the ball. The Colts come with a slot blitz this time. But now
prime time will do specials. He'll do the losing games. I will not be a part of those.
They're just going to come off the ball and
positivity this year. I'm with that
around a little bit, a speed defense.
You enjoy the game plan coming in,
and somehow it just didn't work in the first half.
Can't do it.
That's some good quotes on team building.
I can almost recite his press conference by heart. Oh, come on, Sanchez.
That's intended for the tight end Mulligan. First time they've gone his way, back up tight end, 2nd and 10.
You know, I don't know exactly what it is.
That's the game they blew them out, right?
Talk a lot about sometimes when they overstride, their elbow ends up sort of ducking underneath, and the ball can fly.
Throw
you can
just
see the
like
big stride that time by Mark Sanchez.
Look at this throw.
Maybe if they can get him to shorten up a little bit, might be able to get the ball under control, because right now he is wild.
He's 9 out of 20 for 84 yards.
He had some money throws early in the first half, but look at this nice run.
To the Colts 43-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Got him behind Tony Richardson, so using a little bit more of the veteran fullback in his 16th season.
Sanchez was very hot and cold, man. When he was hot, he was great. But when he was like, you could tell by the middle of second quarter what kind of game you're getting out of him. You just knew.
He made some ridiculous throws now.
Yeah, he had a lot of fourth quarter comebacks too. But you knew, like, early on in the game what kind you're getting out of him when he was like erratic.
Over the middle,
Look at this. Dustin
Okay.
Keller.
Go.
Oh, no, it's more taunting. Here we go.
We're only down 7. It's all right.
That's why you got.
Well,
That's
so
why you got to
far the
give
protection has been much
Zach
better
Wilson a
in
tight
this
end.
half as well. DeBrickashaw athletically matching up pretty well with Dwight Freeney on the outside, who's battling that ankle now. And Bethea just couldn't match up with Keller inside. Just got rebound position. Sanchez saw it, made a calm throw. That was one of his best.
Nice
Look
run.
at this. Like shot out of a cannon.
Bethea makes the tackle, but the chains will be moved. First down at the 13.
This was the first drive coming out of second
Matt
half, right?
Slauson found something
Yep.
he likes to do on
They got the ball.
this
Yeah, they got
one.
the ball
They
right.
come
That's right.
across and
Because
get a
Cromartie
nice
returned
trap
it.
block right here, and this one pops beautifully.
Look at that blocking, man. Look at him.
Baby,
They're
here we
look
go.
at Brandon Moore,
Brandon
Damian
Moore.
Woody.
When you're a running back and you see one pop like that, this offensive line's taking over right now.
Jets have run for 105 yards.
Let's go.
Give it to Green.
Look at
He's
that.
dragging people.
A good run to the 4-yard line. Gets the legs churning, setting up a second down and 2 after.
Man, like nothing stupid, Sanchez.
Yeah, I'm saying,
Nothing
I'm not even
stupid.
throwing the ball. I'm not even throwing the ball
Brandon Moore,
right now.
Nick Mangold coming off on
Like
the double
nothing
team right here.
stupid.
Just
Give the
go
ball to
right in
LT.
behind
Give the
him.
ball to
Take that
Sean
big
Green.
back, Sean Green.
LT
Just
out
let
of the
him break a
backfield.
couple
That's
arm
about it.
tackles. That time Anger had a shot at him and just couldn't get him on the ground.
2nd and 2. 8 plays on this drive. 6 of
It's a
them
hell of a
long.
drive coming out of the half. 2nd and 2.
Keep running it.
Oof. Got the first down, though.
Be a first down at the 1-yard
Here we
line.
go. Ground and
7
pound,
runs,
baby.
2 passes on a drive that began at their own 37-yard line.
Yeah, I always say, Al, if it works once, why not try that baby one more time? You get the
Chris
trap one
Collinsworth
more
is so
time. One of the
bad.
great running backs.
Look at
in the
that
history of the
fucking
game.
blocking, dude.
Going
Brandon Moore had that
inside,
guy.
and
He had this guy in the
finally
end
looks
zone.
like the Jets. I bet you
No,
Rex
it's good,
ripped
man.
into him at halftime.
LT.
First and goal at the 1. Tomlinson
Punch
behind
him.
Richardson. LT.
He's in.
He does. Touchdown.
He's in. Let's go. We back.
Here we come.
The New York Jets take the opening kickoff of the second half. They go 63
We're
yards.
at 8 o'clock, man. 8 o'clock
rushes,
Eastern
2
time.
passes.
Boy, Cavell Connor
We
dives
appreciate it.
over the top of this thing and nearly makes the play.
Good second
The
effort there.
Jets
Yeah, it
offensive
was.
line essentially had the Colts push back in the end zone, but watch Cavell Connor come over and catch LT right.
Got
in the
ourselves a
middle
ball
of the
game now.
backfield. Somehow
We
he
should have
still
a field
fought
goal on
his
the
way
board,
in.
so it should be
Hey,
10
it's
right
up
now.
Nick Folk comes in to try to tie the game. Steve Weatherford to hold it. Tanner Purdom to snap it. And we are even.
Oh, hurt him for that. I think.
48 remaining third quarter. 7-7.
Had a nice run of long snappers for a
Wildcard
while.
action tomorrow, 1
You
o'clock
did.
Eastern on
Game
CBS.
Durst, right, to
Baltimore,
Purdom,
Kansas City, then
and then
Fox
to
will have
Connecticut.
the Packers and the Eagles from Philadelphia at 4:30 Eastern time, and that will be wrapping up Wild Card weekend. Already wild with Seattle eliminating New Orleans. And who goes on from this one?
Crazy that Folk
The
is still
Jets trying to
kicking
win
like
a
that.
trip to New England. Indianapolis trying to win a trip to Pittsburgh. Weatherford kicking off.
All right.
Rhodes from the 1.
7-7, third quarter prime time.
Rhodes.
The Jets come out of half, look impressive on offense. What will the defense do against Peyton Manning?
So Manning finally gets the ball in the second half.
Well, there's the key matchup so far in the ballgame.
Garcon, Cromartie.
against Antonio Cromartie. And basically, Cromartie's done pretty well when he's been able to be on the line of scrimmage. Garcon's made a few plays here and there, but you can see that's really the strength of his game. But when he gets forced back off the ball like this, he just tends to get high and give up big plays. Now, he didn't get any help.
He just tends to get high prime time. You can relate to that, right?
Yep.
He just tends to get high.
With a crescent moon. On the side of the panel, you can see the matchup tonight. First down.
Oh, Jamal Westerman before made the tackle.
Nice defense there. That was Calvin Pace.
Quarter of the time in the first half, because Rhodes did most of the heavy lifting. It stopped at about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and that is also part of the story now with the way the Jets ran the football. They are up to 117 yards rushing on the game. The Colts just 31. And really, unless the Colts can establish something running the ball, it's going to be impossible to get the Jets out of this too-deep safety net or get any more big plays.
Eric Smith still trying to stay loose. Got hurt on special teams in the first half and has him back second down and 11.
All the time he has.
Oh.
Eric Smith just smoked him.
A walk-on at Michigan State, a free agent, a couple of surgeries, and he's had his chances to shine this year with all of the injuries to the wideouts. 23 yards.
Right here, going against Drew Coleman, who struggled in this game
What's
a year
Coleman
ago.
doing?
And
I really have no idea. I don't know what the hell he was doing.
They need a pass rush right now.
That's been an issue for the Jets this season. Even though their defense is third in the league.
That's what I'm saying. When they threw the ball, targeting anybody but Revis, like they were having success.
Yep.
It made no sense what they were doing.
I don't understand what they're doing.
5-yard penalty. First down.
Tight end Jacob Tammy. Jim Caldwell, again, Tony Dungy.
Peyton Manning outfought himself.
Caldwell had been on the staff. Caldwell had a lot of head coaching experience. For 8 years, he was the head coach at Wake Forest. Before that, he was an assistant at Penn State under Joe Paterno. He's got a great pedigree. Paterno, Dungy.
Run it again. 1st and 15.
A dive up to the 49. You know, you talk about contrasting coaches. I mean, Rex Ryan, of course, is the all-time soundbite headline maker. And then there's Caldwell.
Quiet.
He can have some fire and brimstone, too, because he said in his family at one time, there were 17 ministers.
Whoa.
So he can sermonize as well as anybody.
Doesn't everybody have that?
Right.
Only on Thanksgiving, I think.
Right.
He's a good man, though. He really is. He's well respected on this football team.
Didn't he interview for a job this year, Caldwell? I thought he did. Maybe he was in Houston? I thought he interviewed this year, too, somewhere. All right, now get off the field and 3rd down now. 3rd and 9.
Raping him was the safety Eric Smith.
Well, Eric Smith back in the lineup after missing 3 weeks with a concussion, and that's big. They're already without Jim Leonard, who was really the quarterback of this defense. On the other side, Reggie Wayne working against Revis. Actually got him beat back inside and ended up having to cut out.
Yeah, a little space there.
Revis.
3rd and 9.
Third and 9, they run the ball. They get it.
And he actually pointed that way, too. Like, he was just so smart, man. He actually points where he's going to run, Dick.
I tell you, I don't know how Peyton knew it, but somehow he knew Jason Taylor was abandoning that side going in, and he hit it perfectly.
Jets just better than the run all game.
Crazy, man.
Gets down to the 32-yard line.
Well, the one thing that Rex Ryan talked about was we're going to have to be patient. I'm going to allow some running yards. If we can take the ball out of Peyton Manning's hands, that's all good for us. He said there's really no difference between Peyton and Curtis Painter, the backup, when he's handing off.
That's the only thing they do.
So the Jets come down the field, and now the Colts come back and do their own down the field. He literally looks at the guy. He's like, all right. He looked right at David Harris.
He gets it to
Nice
Tammy. Tammy will be stopped short of the first down. That's the safety Smith on the tight end, setting up a 3rd and 1.
That was the Bears he was interviewed by.
You know, that's
the Bears.
Really
I know he was interviewed by somebody.
I've seen so far out of the Jets tonight, they're starting to get a little bit itchy now. They don't like it when you start moving the football against them. See if they start coming back. They've been very patient today.
3rd and 1. Colts have had problems on 3rd and short tonight. 2 out of 5.
Look at Revis right on the first down marker.
Yep. 3rd and 1. Get right there. Nice.
Another third one.
No gain, so it's 4 times in 6 opportunities that the Jet defense has stopped the Colts
Look
on
at
a
man,
third
you
down
can
and
still look
1,
at
and they'll
his
bring
face.
in
He's annoyed
Vinatieri
like
to try to
shit
get
right
the
now.
lead.
What a play
Pretty
by
wanna go
Mike
for it.
DeVito. He
Look at
takes
DeVito.
Jeff
DeVito blows the
Saturday
whole
about
play
4
up.
yards in the backfield and sets that thing up for David Harris.
Who was 93?
Spectacular when
Price.
they needed it most. Great play.
That who was?
Yeah.
One of the great clutch kickers of all time,
Sure.
especially in postseason. Adam Vinatieri, 47-yarder. McAfee to hold it. And Vinatieri
All right.
is good.
That's a win for the Jets, though.
Indy back on top 5-3. Third quarter. Brad Smith is back. Hurt his
There you go,
groin
Brad Smith.
on a special teams play in the first half. We've had a couple of others returning.
Yeah, you're right. Jeff Saturday was a really good player, too. He was with Manning for a long time. Brad Smith comes back and a lousy return. Bring back Cromartie. Come on, man. Bring back anybody.
13-yard line with 4:49 remaining in the third quarter on Wildfire Saturday.
You could tell he was banged up because he's usually better than that. He would usually break that tackle.
Yeah, it was the big doggies that took
Yeah,
over on the
93
last drive for the New York Jets.
It was Price?
Sanchez struggling, and so they just started pounding the football with Sean Green and LaDainian Tomlinson. Big trap right there inside. But when the Jets offensive line gets moving forward like this, it sets up everything else they do well. The bootlegs, the play action. You know the Colts are sitting there anticipating a run call here. Schottenheimer
Keep it on the ground.
Unexpected.
Jets, 5.6 yards per tote on the ground behind the Big Uglies from the 13-yard line.
All right, coming out running.
Tomlinson to the 17. Closer look at these guys. You had Ferguson drafted in the first round.
Memories here.
To a couple of Pro Bowls. Slauson's only 24. Mangold went in that same first round with Ferguson. There are stars there. Moore is a guy who Ryan said should be in the Pro Bowl, and Woody's been around.
He should have been in the Pro Bowl.
12 years.
He was undrafted too, right?
Mm-hmm. Didn't he start on defense? They made him an offensive lineman. Isn't that how it worked?
So. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
His transformation was incredible, man. He was a Pro Bowl caliber player.
Yep.
Nice throw, Sanchez.
Before the bookends close in on him, Keller makes the catch. Buffet makes the tackle. Change move, first down.
Well, you've got to go after the inexperience on the Colts defense, and now the
It's a
Jets
nice
start
throw.
to do it. Right there is Pat Angerer.
And then he turns, he hits him.
In coverage, you've got probably Sanchez's favorite weapon and Dustin Keller. Just get it to him. Start moving. Get a little work going.
Richardson lines up as the fullback in front of Tomlinson. And they send LT to the right.
There you go, LT.
For a nice game. 36-yard line. Broke out of a would-be.
See, the Jets running the ball makes sense because you want to protect Sanchez and keep Manning off the field.
Right at
What the Colts were doing made no sense.
Playing right into the Jets' hands.
And get the block
Yeah.
on Angerer. Good block on the outside too. I tell you, Braylon Edwards doesn't get enough credit for the blocking that he does on the edge. Consistently in these games, he's getting blocks. And you see they're attacking right downhill to these young linebackers on the Colts now.
Under 3 to play in the third. Fence moving third.
How many receiving yards does Keller have at this point? Nice catch by Braylon.
And he gets tackled.
I got about 40, 50.
First down. We check in with Andrew again.
Well, Al, it's bad enough that the Colts have 10 defensive backs on injured reserve already. Safety Aaron Francisco has a quad injury, and they are calling his return questionable.
Tell you what, Andrew, through the season, the guys coming in and out of that Colt training
That was a nice catch by Braylon.
needed name tags.
We don't get no replay of that? Come on, NBC.
He was cut by the Ravens earlier this year, just signed recently. Their fourth safety at that position. That has been a devastating position.
Brad Smith takes the snap. So Smith across the 50, and Smith gets it to the 46-yard line. So Smith out for about a quarter and a half, and now back in and gains 8.
Cordell Patterson, prime time. Bring him to the Jets.
Just so tough.
Starting to get on board with that idea.
Out here, and when they crash down inside, it's just an easy read by Brad Smith. He is so good. You see him looking right down the line.
Nice
of scrimmage,
fake,
and that
man.
Time as Mathis just read the block and went inside. It was too easy.
Second and a deuce.
And a deuce. Second and a deuce. Now it's a first down.
As they're going to spot him at the 43-yard line. He's tackled there by
Fair amount.
First and 10 at the 43.
You know, this defensive line for the Colts, they're not big. And so they have to rely on a lot of movement up front.
Thank you.
You'll see this time Robert Mathis tries to jump down inside, and when he does, it ends up with two big offensive linemen and a fullback on a corner and a
Nice run, man. Powerful.
for the Jets.
Jets have rushed for 140 yards.
Smash mouth football, baby. Let's go.
Oh, you said it, not me.
All right, so now
Damn.
Let's finally make a run stop. Nice play by Angler. Let's see if they crank up this pass rush. Not a big blitz team, but now for Mathis and Freeney, their opportunity.
Come on, Mark.
Second and 12.
Sean Green, second down and 12.
Ben Hartsock.
Oh, forgot about him.
Another guy that's always good for a penalty.
We start the fourth quarter. End of 3 in Indianapolis. Colts 10, Jets 7.
All right, prime time. 10-7 going to the fourth quarter. Playoffs are on the line here.
Aerial coverage from the capital of Indiana, brought to you tonight by the DVD Dinner for Schmucks.
You sell that so well.
He said schmucks.
Yeah. The movie, Dinner for Schmucks.
Ken Hamlin's only been here for a couple of weeks. I don't think he can know much more than the base coverage.
All right, 3rd and 7. Big play here.
You know that as a quarterback, got to believe you're going to see basic zones. Start working Dustin Keller over the middle.
Fourth quarter in Indy. Al Michaels, Chris Collins.
Get the playoff.
Kramer, a big 3rd and 7 from the 39-yard line. Crowd in full throat. 3-man rush.
Run for it.
Sanchez, a little
Look at that little impromptu. There you go, Sanchez.
to the 30-yard line. Goes LaDainian Tomlinson.
I forgot that,
And the
dude.
Jets keep the ball 5 minutes into the drive.
My quarterback right there.
If there was any
Used to do shit
question
like that a
in my
lot.
mind,
Didn't always work out that well.
Ferguson, could he hold up to Dwight Freeney's bull
Damn.
rush? And he did a nice job there. He's a much more athletic tackle, and then the tail end of it, just somehow get the ball to LT. And he found a way to convert that one. This is a big drive for the Jets.
Wildcat here.
Long
This will be
drive.
the 10th play of the
Wildcat.
drive.
10th play of the drive already.
5.5 minutes.
Well, their other drive was a long one, too, in the third quarter.
Yep.
Green and Tomlinson both in there. They run the option
Look at this.
to Tomlinson,
go.
Ah.
but they will force him out of bounds.
Still 3-4 yards.
Run that with a lot of success this season. This time it's a minimal game. Called it 3 2nd and 7.
Now here's the unbalance. They're going to move Damian Woody over here. But I tell you, the tough part about this option is you basically leave
Damian
one
Woody next
guy
to Ferguson.
unblocked. Now you've got two guys coming at him. And if not for Antoine Bethea, who's played a really nice game so far today, that one would have had a chance.
All right, in field goal position, prime time.
Nothing stupid.
Conventionally now.
There you go.
21. You know, Chris, the way they lined up on that play with
He could
Tomlinson
get tripped up. He might
Green
be down
in there and Smith in the Wildcat.
Yeah,
Is that the
it
kind
did
of thing
like
that
that.
comes to an offensive coordinator at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, that's what I would say. There's
Brian Schottenheimer.
Check out the center here, Nick Mangold. I mean, this is 9 guys down.
I mean,
for the
Tony
Colts.
Richardson,
They
everybody
have
just would just
abandoned playing the pass.
played some physical ass football right here.
Stop the run. Who's the bigger man at this point?
3rd and 1, prime time. 3rd and 1.
Is
Keep running
Green.
it.
They fake it to him. Boot right.
Run for it.
Got it.
Sanchez is going to get the first down as he steps out of bounds
Go
at the
Sanchez.
16-yard line. Secondary did its job at Sanchez.
You never knew at him, Dukes. He would do some crazy shit. You never knew if he could do the smart thing, the weird thing.
Kind of popped his way out, but look at all the bodies
So
in
you're still
here.
going to try throwing it.
This is just man on man, and what a great call by Brian Schottenheimer to come with a bootleg.
Oh, he was there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you convert it. There's no way in the world you take a chance on not converting that one. Good decision by Sanchez.
Jets 4 for 4 on third down here. Now you've got Smith again with Tomlinson and Green. This time to the left. And this time it is Green. Every team that plays Peyton Manning wants to keep the ball away from him, and that's exactly what the Jets are doing here in the second half. Manning's only had the ball once. This is a 7.5-minute drive.
Wow. That's
He's
impressive.
Over there, and Brad Smith's playing quarterback, and they're running the option. And what the heck's football coming
The
to
option?
now? But eventually,
Wildcat?
Mark Sanchez is going to have to hit a big pass. Down in the red zone, this has not been a good area for Mark Sanchez. It's the toughest part of the game in the NFL.
2nd and 9. They send Richardson wide left. Holmes to the right. He looks towards St. Antonio.
Yes.
Got him. Go.
Here you go, Keller. Give Zach Wilson a tight end, please.
Well, we talked about it a little bit earlier because of the fact that they've got to play base coverages with Ken Hamlin.
Looks off there. Look at that. Look, the second
And
read,
Mark
prime time. You
Sanchez
see
did
that?
a
Looked
good
off the
job. He wanted
guy.
to go off to his
A lot of
right,
his throws
came
have been
back,
like
knew
that.
exactly where the check down was, and there was Keller over the middle. I think that's going to be the pass. If I were talking to Mark Sanchez,
Boom.
to the
Look at
sideline,
that.
I would say just keep finding Keller over the middle. It is there.
Ball spotted
Run it.
3-yard line. Green is the running back. Sean Green to the outside.
Oh, turn it.
Green
Oh.
Good effort. Good effort.
into his way
Run it again.
to the end zone. He was stopped at the
He got
1-yard
cracked.
line. 2nd down and goal with 11 minutes to go in regulation. And
Right
this
now, as a
drive
Jets
will
fan, this was live.
consume more than 9
Right now,
minutes
this is
before
live,
that
though.
snap.
You're biting your nails. You're
You know, for
sweating.
Peyton,
You're
who's
drinking.
had
You're
his
like, you're
share of
just out of your
frustrations in the
mind.
playoffs over the years. This is killing
time
him,
possession,
watching
second
them
half.
methodically go down the field in this manner.
Tomlinson is the running back. Trying to culminate what will be an 87-yard drive.
Ah,
Tomlinson
stripped.
is going to be stopped short of the goal line.
Ah.
Third and goal. Hamlin comes up.
How about that?
I thought he was in there.
Was coming out to try and kick out.
Anthony
Hamlin
Lynn
on the
talking over there.
play, but I guess he knows a little something about goal line
Nice tackle.
defense. That was some play. Get away from
That's a
Moore,
hell of a
make
play,
that
man.
stop.
Gets
That
past
could
Brandon
be
Moore.
Huge if they can get one more stop.
17th play.
Run it again. 17th play of the drive. Holy shit.
Right here on 3rd and goal. Tomlinson.
There it is.
Boom. Untouched.
Boom.
17 plays, 87 yards.
Look at Simon Ed.
6 seconds shy of 10 minutes. The Jets held the ball.
What a
This
drive,
is
man.
just outstanding on the right out here. Robert Turner is going to come
What
out.
a
and just
friggin'
inside of
drive.
David Woody's going to get the reach block, and then Turner.
Tony
got
Richardson
a
had
big
nobody to
chunk
block.
of Pat
He's
Angford.
looking for somebody to hit.
LT, that was a walk-in.
Wow.
Gary Brackett blitzed inside. There was no flow at all.
Nick Folk. And 50 minutes into the game.
10 minutes
Jets
left in the
have a
game.
first
Up by
lead
4.
ahead as they try to win a trip to Foxborough. New York 14, Indianapolis 10.
I think the Generals completely aced the draft. I think they hit a home run in almost every position, man.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit for the Generals. I mean, this
Oh, yeah.
after Ben Holmes, it was all positives.
The Indiana Derby.
Great edge rushers, great receivers, a lot of speed, a lot of athleticism, some maulers.
Folk kicking off.
When did they start playing games?
Rhodes from the goal line.
When's that? April they start?
What's that?
When they start? April?
19
April
yard line
16th, man.
By Emmanuel Cook. And Indy has the ball for only the second time in the half.
The Rex. Rex all fired up. Mike
Well, if the
Riley's the
Jets end
coach.
up
Come
winning
on, we
this
know
game,
this,
Darrell
Carlos.
Revis
We
is
know
gonna
this
get
stuff.
the
Still don't know who the general manager is. That's all right.
Reggie Wayne with 1 catch for 1 yard in a totally meaningless play. He's been physical at the line of scrimmage. He's given Reggie Wayne no room to work whatsoever. You could say Peyton
That's why
Manning
Revis is a Hall of Famer.
He's been nowhere to look thus far in this one.
There's the matchup. Wayne would rather vacation at Guantanamo than Revis Island, at least at this point. 19-yard line, first down. Joseph Adai starts in this set. There's Adai through the middle. He goes. And the Colts will have a second and short up at the 28-yard line.
Well, now the Jets getting a little more brazen with the fact that they are really daring the Colts to stay with that running game now. Just 6 guys down, defensive backs all over the field, 2 deep safeties. Run it, Peyton. Run it, baby.
At this point, you don't care. Let them keep running the ball. You're up by 4.
I think that's what they did most of this drive.
Yep.
Kind of run it.
Now, Peyton just wanted to get this first down, but that was a rare opportunity where he had a single safety in the middle of the field and man coverage everywhere.
It was a hold on
Second
Boomer.
and short, more often than not, Peyton will take a shot down the field, but I think he felt like he had to at least get 1 first down out of this thing.
No.
All day.
Yep. Great catch.
Pulls it in before he's out of bounds at the 47-yard line, first down.
Well, Peyton wanted to go to Reggie Wayne on that one. Couldn't find anything on that side of the field and ends up flipping back and working against the guy that he's had success
That's a hell of a
against.
catch.
Pierre Garçon, that's another great catch.
All right. Clock's still moving. 8:30.
91 yards and the early touchdown. 8.5 to go.
Oh. Is that David Harris? No, Brian Thomas.
He's been more effective than Rhodes. 11 carries, 53 yards for a guy. Rhodes, 10 carries tonight, 18 yards.
Yeah, and Peyton is going to make Eric Smith, who's down in the box now, playing essentially a linebacker position. He's a safety, going to make him tackle. Immediately check to a run that side. If they're going to let Eric Smith play the linebacker position, they're going after him. There he is again. Inside.
Yep, he's pointing at him. Eric Smith, I'm coming for you. Oh. Nope. Nice play.
Right.
Smith is all over. Third down and 7.
Pretty good linebacker reaction that time by Eric Smith. He's going to see this as a play fake. They're going to try and run right up there at him, and he doesn't buy into it. He's all over Joseph Adai. Beautifully done.
David Harris.
3rd and 7 with Rhodes in the backfield.
Three guys deep for the Jets on this one.
Still running the ball.
Oh. That was bad.
To the 42-yard line.
Oh, man.
Just weren't enough guys inside. You can see they got 3 guys back here deep. And look, only 5 down in the box and 1.
Here's a question for you, Prime Time. You rather go into games or watch them on TV and doing the streams?
If it was the crowds of 10 years ago, I'd much rather be at the games. The crowds of the last 3-4 years, I'd probably rather do the stream.
No flag, no flag, no flag.
Holy cow.
To me, right now, road games are more fun than home games.
Yep.
Which is sad.
Working the inside release here, had an opportunity.
And watching the games on the streams are a lot of fun, man, because the chat is so friggin' funny, man. And it's like we all go through it together.
At this point, but that's nothing.
Still nothing like 80,000 strong there. You got home field advantage. Like that's.
It hasn't been like that like in a while, though.
No.
Nice play. Trevor Price. No shit.
Trevor Price in his 14th season at Clemson.
Yeah,
They got him like midway through the year, right? He started with the Ravens.
They've been holding Trevor Price, had a bit of a hip injury, but they thought he was the one guy one-on-one. The Colts had no way to block.
3rd and 8.
3rd and 8. Big play, Prime. Oh, Camardi.
What is he doing?
He gave him the inside, dude. He just took off.
That's the cushion that all of our DBs give now. Like, watch him back off here. Just gave it to him.
Watch this off the line. He was done, dude. Nothing.
I don't think
Where's he going?
The typical bump and run kind of coverage that he had.
I don't understand that at all.
I would do that very little, and anytime he played off, I'd go after him.
So the Jets go up by 4, and the Colts come storming back. Oh,
no
big
flag.
hit.
No flag.
Eric Smith laying the lumber.
Well, you got to let these guys play defense a little bit. I thought Eric Smith got there right at the same moment.
It's a perfect play. Perfect play.
That's a good no call. I'm going to agree with you.
I agree, man.
That's close. He has
about time Collinsworth is right.
He was on a clear path to the football. He has that right.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Jets up by 4. 6 minutes left in a playoff game. A lot of excitement here.
Running again.
Colts still running the ball. Crazy.
About 3, and a huge 3rd and 7 coming up with 5:45 and ticking down.
I tell you, typically this is a blitz down for Rex Ryan, but we haven't seen
Sanchez looking cool, calm and collected on the sideline.
Gotta believe he's
looking for a hot dog somewhere.
Garcon's been the hot hand though.
3rd and 7.
Two safeties deep. Plenty of room underneath.
Nothing stupid here.
Motherhood.
There you go.
Bart Scott. First time
Bart
we called
Scott.
his name in a while tonight. Safeties were deep.
How do you do that instead of just going after Marty or Drew Coleman or linebackers?
They played for the field goal. It was like ultra conservative.
Bart Scott makes the initial hit. It is
I'm telling you, Reggie Wayne being taken out of the game by Revis plays a big factor, I think. Because he just, that was Peyton Manning's guy.
But the year before, though, Revis did the same thing. And they just targeted everybody else.
This did ultra conservative.
Vinatieri with a 32-yard field goal attempt. And that makes it
still got this.
14-13.
All right, prime time. 1-point game now, 4.5 minutes. And the alcohol intake, take is at new levels right here at this point of the game. I was sweating bullets.
Ran a couple of wildcat plays, and now they go back to Marty. As a Charger ran a kick back 109 yards, and that just goes.
A lucky bastard.
To save the Colts 20 yards of field position. Sanchez back to work.
Little Bon Jovi in here too.
That tells the story. 20 runs and 7 passes in this half. And the Jets have done the job on the ground. They chewed up a lot of the clock. We're down to 4:37. They have the ball at the 20-yard line.
Come on, Bob.
Jets by 1. Green is the running back. Green. Rex Ryan said to us last night, in a perfect world, Tomlinson and Green would each carry the ball 20 times, and he laughed. Well, tonight, he may get his wish. Tomlinson 15, Green 17.
Okay.
Well, this is just one of those moments for an offensive line. You can make a name for yourself that'll be remembered for a long time. They have been cramming it down the throats of the Colts. Can they do it for just a
Come on, let's go.
And win this game?
2nd and 7.
Sanchez doing it, Peyton.
Clock under 4. Green.
I mean, they all knew they're going to run the ball. It doesn't matter where they're going to run it. They were going to let Sanchez throw this shit.
For this Colts defense, so they can
That was
avoid
the halftime
using their
adjustment.
timeouts.
Yep.
3rd and 5.
Yeah, time adjustment was no pass plays.
On that side, and linebackers over here. So that's the reason you're seeing the Jets work to that side. But now they're going to have to put the ball more than likely in the hands of Mark Sanchez, who has been high all night.
I'd be high all night too if I was watching this game. Holy
What are you
shit.
saying that? What does that mean?
3rd and 5. They're letting him throw.
Got it.
And
No!
he drops it.
No!
Huge play.
Oh,
Holmes couldn't hold on. Would have had the
come
throw.
on,
Would have
Santonio.
Colts to use their timeouts. Instead, Manning gets the ball back.
Oh,
Timeouts in the 2-minute
he hit him in the hands,
warning.
doesn't he?
Right in his hands, yeah.
This ends the game.
Out route, easy.
Oh,
catch.
Santonio.
Definitely
I
catch.
forget
Oh.
this. I
No way
forgot that
was on
completely.
Sanchez.
I don't remember that at all.
Wow.
I mean, the
Oh,
Colts still have their
dude.
timeouts. They still need at least one more first down. But... Oh, no. What?
I forget all this. I must have really hammered at this point. I forget the drop. I forget the
I don't
penalty.
remember any of this.
Now will come up. It was 4th down and 5. If it's running into the kicker, that's still going to be enough for a first.
Running into the kicker. Number 10 of the defense. 5-yard penalty results.
I don't remember that at all.
I don't remember this at all.
It was 4th and 5, but it was about 4 and 15/16,
Wow.
and that is gigantic.
Oh my goodness.
I still can't believe I forgot the San Antonio drop because I hated him to begin with.
Locked into a little
Why
bit.
would you
He
hit
hits
the
him
kicker? Nice,
in the
nice,
back.
nice
Nice
drop,
action
too.
job.
Definitely a
too.
little push that propelled him.
Yeah, ran him.
Propelled
Just
him.
continued
Propelled
to
him.
go at him when he
Collins
just
Wood
had
said
no
propelled him.
chance. I mean,
He
there was
flopped
no
like
way
LeBron.
He could have blocked that kick from where he
Come on,
was.
man. Oh, shit.
Yeah,
I completely
Ty
forgot this
Smith, a
penalty.
free agent out of Syracuse.
Got
They
the drop
signed
and the
him
penalty.
on November
Shit.
10th, and that's given the Jets
So there's
the
3
ball
minutes
back
left
with
now.
3:02
How do they screw this up now?
left in the 4th. Green cuts it back. Gets tackled.
So you, at this point, the Jets are just going to run the ball. They are not going to do nothing stupid. There's no way.
2:57, 2nd and 8 when we come back. 14.
Still amazing right now with 3 minutes left that there's so much time for what ends up happening.
Yep. No, it's
Josh
crazy.
Smith, the guy's been on the Colts practice squad for the better part of the last 2 years. Got activated when Austin Collie went on IR, and right now that is the play.
Now he's in the doghouse.
They're running into the kicker call. And all he can hope for right now is that that defense can stop him.
3 minutes left.
And Manning will get the ball back in a 1-point game. Meanwhile, you got Schmidt coming back into the game, so he's been in and out.
Seeing this is better than 41-0 prime time?
Tomlinson
Be a little more relaxed right now.
both in the backfield with him. Coxley sets up in the slot on 2nd and 8. Run the option. Taken down, 3rd and 5 by Lacey. 3rd down and 5, and the Colts will use their 2nd timeout.
That ends up one that because they have the extra guys in the box, there's really nowhere to go. You're going to end up with 2 guys, somebody to play the quarterback and somebody to play the pitch man. Would have much rather handed that ball to Sean Green. It's a rare misread by Brad Smith.
Yeah, he had him.
Should have handed that thing off. There was space to the left.
It's all right.
Jacob Lacey didn't move. That
3rd
was
and
the read.
oof.
And here you go with Sanchez back in, and here we go again.
We got
Those
this.
Reds. What's the lesser of 2 evils? Do you trust Mark Sanchez, or do you run it and punt it to Peyton
I'd run it and punt it. I don't trust Mark Sanchez.
3rd and 5 with 2:51. Edwards right. Holmes goes to the left. Tomlinson in the backfield. With Green.
Let's look.
Sanchez is going to.
What are they doing?
No, and he had him. He had him, dude.
Why'd they go deep though on 3rd and 5?
They were just going for the game right there, man. He had him. He had him.
Wow. 3rd and 5 blitz. They're going after
They're
Lacey,
going
who
for the
they
ball
got
game
to the
right there.
80-yarder last
Ah.
night. And once again, Mark
Shit.
Sanchez just overthrows it. There's no reason. You don't even worry.
It's like his fourth or that's like, oh. If this was happening in real time, dude, I'd be out of my fucking tree. The headset would have been
last time out too.
Bro, I probably would have thrown the headset, thrown the microphone.
Manning has one time.
I still don't like that play call.
He went for the win. I give it to him, but
it's the first down.
There are his numbers. Manning for 184 yards and that one touchdown to Garcon. Garcon's had a big night. Reggie Wayne has been a non-factor. The Jets rushing huge. 93 second half yards. But here goes Manning in a 1-point game. Starts in the gun with a dive. That is side.
I wonder if he's thinking about Tracy Porter at all.
I don't think so. And the
oh,
on the
yeah.
outside, and that's Tammy.
If we were live streaming this stream would be off the rails. I'd be slurring my words and probably would have broke half my stuff already.
Deep safeties, they're going to get inside matchup one-on-one with Eric Smith against Jacob Tammy. It's a good spot. This time Blair White in the slot.
Poker.
Ah. Give it a turn. This is what those Rex defenses are known for, sadly.
And Manning is so good in these situations too, man. He's like just this is like just ridiculous.
Oh, come on.
That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Colts with one timeout and one of the greatest clutch kickers in the history of the National Football League. As they look ahead to a potential impossible game-winning field goal. 2 minutes to go. 14-13 Jets. Adam Vinatieri 4 for 4, lead-changing field goals. Last 2 minutes are overtime.
This is a good. Just sit back and enjoy it, Melly. It is a wild ride.
Kicks, winning the Super Bowl against Carolina when he was with New England, but the kick against the Raiders in the snow was off the charts.
26 of 28 coming into this one tonight. He's been good tonight too.
From 47 and 32, he's 2 for 2. 2nd and 4, Colts have one timeout. 32 is mine. 32 is mine.
That means
the line
has Harris.
Fucking Drew Coleman.
See, this is what they could have been doing all game if they wanted to.
Yep, exactly. He was so dangerous in a hurry up, man, because he would find every hole in your defense and just pick you apart.
Yep. 45, you might as well have a month. Here's a dive. The dive of the 34.
Timeouts.
Just can't help but think Rex Ryan saying how personal it was to finally get a win.
They had the lead
against Peyton
so what?
And here he is again, taking his team down the field, already in field goal.
They're in field goal range already.
2nd and 8.
I know.
What's coming?
Johnny Falcon. Right there. There you go. Nice tackle.
Now you got to call timeout.
Now you call timeout.
Scott with the ball to the 33-yard line.
What a clutch play by Bart Scott. He was down inside in a blitz look, and he had to bail and get out of there in order to get out and make this play. The blitz inside means no inside pursuit whatsoever, and it was just a one-on-one out there. Bart Scott got off of his block and made a huge play.
Indianapolis takes its final timeout, so it's 3rd and 6. If they don't gain,
the Jets
took that timeout. The Jets take a timeout.
I was saying, what, the Colts call timeout?
By New York, it's almost as if they're saying we have to conserve our timeouts here.
We do,
because they're in Vinatieri's field goal range.
Well, they're going to end up here with a kick that's going to be right around 50. So far for Vinatieri, his long this year was 48.
3rd and 6 prime time. Big play right here.
Since 08.
3rd down and 6.
That's the responsibility of the offense.
They're coming too. They're blitzing. No, they all dropped.
Manning rolls, throws.
No good.
The 19, it's incomplete. Blair White was the intended
That
receiver.
was close.
And now here comes Vinatieri to try to add to his legacy. 4th down. The kick's going to come from close to 50 yards out.
Yeah, of course.
Justin Snow will snap it. Pat McAfee will hold it.
Pat McAfee.
It's dead center between the hash marks. It's 50 yards.
50
Under
yards.
perfect conditions.
Good center.
Perfect conditions. Moron.
We're screwed.
else is new?
Well, you're down by 2, prime time, with a minute left.
Better hope for a big return here.
I let Cromartie return it.
Yeah, I would too.
There's any doubt anymore. The Hall of Fame awaits this guy. Amazing. You think back to the game against the Raiders.
But right now, as a Jets fan, you're like, oh, this is heartbreaking. We just like we're in it. We're so close.
Who in the world would you rather have with that kick than that guy right there? What a year he's had.
Like you have a glimmer of hope, but you know it's like, man, this is a really tough spot to be in.
Especially after the ground and pound all second half. You don't have any faith at all in Mark's throwing the ball.
And Sanchez he's been erratic too. He wasn't really on right in this game. He's missed like 4 good throws.
Jets have 2 timeouts, so it's going to be up to that Colt defense.
And Rex contemplated whether he was going to call a timeout or not.
Good thing he didn't.
He doesn't, and obviously that's the right call. You can't afford to waste the timeout. I think he was playing a little mind game with Vinatieri.
Right.
Just wanted to make him think maybe I'm going to call one, but there was no way he really was.
Cannot waste the timeout in that situation.
They don't waste it. You need them.
Kicking off. Here's
Cromartie. And boom.
Oh. Look at that.
That was enormous.
Guts even bringing it out.
Jets up near midfield.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Cromartie looks really good returning these kicks.
No
I think
shit.
he got a little chewing out at halftime, and obviously in the first half too.
His stride, man. He just, when he turns the corner, he's just so fast. Look at his stride like that.
For the New York Jets, who's
like,
the best in the league at creating field position for their offense off of kickoff returns.
Cromartie, a great return man, holds the NFL record longest play on history.
About 25 yards.
109 yards. That can't be eclipsed, only tied. A run back for San Diego against the Vikings.
Just make a couple throws, Sanchez. You got 45 seconds.
45 ticks on the clock.
Boom.
Nice. Start.
Get up.
At the 45-yard line, the Colts are going to say that he didn't hang on to the ball.
What?
The officials say, oh, yes, he did. They spotted at the 44. No challenges here.
Well,
It's all booth review.
The ball did come out, but did he have possession of it, fumble it, and then recover the fumble? I think that's going to be the rule.
I don't remember this.
I don't remember that either.
How drunk was I for this
Looked
game?
like he caught it,
Holy shit.
got hit a second time,
Don't review this.
and then recovered his own fumble.
1-2 football
That's a
move.
catch.
And put it
The
away.
previous play is being reviewed.
Definitely a catch.
I don't think there's any question that's a catch.
It's a catch.
We don't see anything that would overturn that, even though the ball was loose.
It's definitely a catch.
Never went to the ground. It should be.
Is this where he
upheld.
winks?
It's all about a booth review right now.
Oh, is that the other
Jericho will
game
come
where
over
he
and
winks the camera?
check it out.
Oh, yeah,
and if it stands, it'll be second down and 1.
Yeah, count the steps.
1,
1, 2,
2,
tuck it
3.
away, tackled. Then the ball comes out. I won't
Catch.
be stunned if they overturn it, but I'll be surprised. I think that's a catch.
It's a catch, Chris. What are you talking about? You bozo.
Now the Jets called a timeout
The Jets call timeout?
Yeah.
Oh, before the...
prior to the booth review.
Okay.
And they don't get the timeout back. You know, that's one of those situations where you have to save some time. Well, they don't want it reviewed anyway, is what it amounts to. And it's one of those things where you're kind of in a position where if you don't want to review it, you want to hurry up and get the next play off.
Right.
But they were forced to call a timeout to conserve some time, and that enabled the guys upstairs to communicate downstairs that they wanted to look at this.
Rex is all into
and
this shit, man.
Catch. I mean, we saw nothing to overturn that.
And remember, if you're in the process of making the catch while you're going to the ground or you're contacting
See, he winks.
the air, all those
I told you.
come into play. So I thought it was pretty clear.
That's how composed he was, man.
It has been determined that receiver maintained possession with his third foot down.
With his third foot down. He's got 3 feet now.
It will be the New York Jets ball, 2nd down and a half yard to go. The New York Jets did use a timeout after the catch. So New York has used their 2nd timeout. They have 1 timeout remaining.
All right.
And the
Good
ball
play by
is at the
Braylon.
44, so it might come down to the right leg and foot of Nick Folk,
who did set a Jet record this year with a 56-yard field goal, so plenty of range.
And he had some tremendous kicks for Dallas early in his career before the wheels came off and he got released.
Manning not even watching. He's looking on the sidelines, nervous.
You did Adam Vinatieri.
He's scared of Sanchez.
I would be too.
That Cromartie return was so big, man. That was just gave this whole team life.
Yeah, Mark wasn't going 50 yards in a minute.
Get out of bounds.
Boom.
There you go.
First down, and
Santonio
saved some time on the clock. They have the ball now at the 34-yard line, and they are in field
now
goal
Peyton's
range.
realizing, we're in deep shit here.
Pretty safe coverage over on the outside. Santonio Holmes making up for that drop he had that would have converted the one. But on the other side, it was Braylon Edwards who ran right by Jacob Lacey.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Coaches in the booth will have seen
Wow.
36 seconds. Here's Tomlinson. 2 tough yards. He gets the ball to the 32-yard line. And
who the fuck called
Third
timeout?
and final charge timeout, Indianapolis. 30-second
Look at Peyton Manning's like,
timeout.
why are you calling timeout? Look at
on the
Peyton.
other side here, just in case
You see his face, dude?
makes one.
Peyton
So
Manning's like, you did what?
with 29 seconds.
That is
the
priceless,
ball at
dude.
the
That's how you know Jim
32,
Caldwell's
you're
getting
looking at
fired. Like,
about
yeah,
a
he's done.
49
You wonder if the
50
Jets
yard
could have
field
ran
goal
another play.
from this spot. Jets have 1
Look at
timeout.
Peyton Manning's face,
Colts have
dude.
none.
He's just like, what?
I'm not so sure Peyton Manning agrees with slowing this one down at this point.
look at.
He's saying, don't make it easy. Don't let the young quarterback Mark Sanchez go over and get a little.
How great is that?
I forgot it.
Would not be
You wonder if they would have
surprised at all
actually
if they
ran
come
another
back
play
with
here if they
Braylon
would have just
Edwards.
settled
It's
to
a
a
pretty
50-yard
safe
field goal.
play. If it's not there right now, you're
That
getting
is
man coverage
outstanding,
on the
dude.
outside that the Colts
That's
just
great
don't
camera
feel
work,
that
man.
comfortable
Holy
with.
shit.
Usually, let's see, they're going to get it again.
2nd and 8.
Edwards right, Holmes left.
Nothing stupid from Sanchez.
Sets up on the right side in the slot. Sanchez with protection.
Oh,
So
Braylon.
pretty. So pretty.
Comes down and the officials look at each other.
Were they hugging each other? What the fuck?
Catch and he's inbounds.
It's like an awkward official moment right there.
And the
What
clock
a
is still
catch.
running because he didn't
What a
go out
throw.
of bounds. He came down, he was tackled, and now they can let that clock run down after an
Get us down
18-yard
for like
game.
2 seconds.
And in the game here, with a field goal attempt, and the Jets take a timeout.
What a play.
They
What a
might
throw.
have
What a
better
catch.
serve
Timeout, New York Jets.
taking an
30-second
earlier
timeout.
timeout, just in case you have a bobbled snap and they would have had another chance.
Just
It's
throw it
all or
up.
nothing at this point, but
Little push
there's
off.
the matchup
shoulder.
that they love. Both feet
Yeah,
down.
toe
Good
tap.
call.
Look at that. Pop, pop. Nice.
The knee did hit down right there, so they kept the clock running.
The
And
cold crowd is kind of quiet right
Here
now,
we
prime
go.
time.
what a day of football today.
Two disparate games. The other one was a wild and wacky shootout.
Here
This
it
is a
is.
game with 30 total
To
points.
advance in the playoffs right here, prime time, on Nick Folk's leg.
It's a 32
Peyton Manning's
yard
pissed.
field goal to win the game.
This kick scares the
Send
shit out of
the
me,
Jets
Steph, watching it.
to Foxborough.
Oh.
Good.
See how it looks like it's going left?
Nick
Yeah,
Folk.
it looks like he's going to push it.
And the Jets
Off the leg, I thought he missed initially.
with Ryan
How awesome is
saying
that?
it's Super Bowl or bust this year. Take
Manning's
one
pissed.
big step.
Crazy.
Nick Folk could breathe again.
I could breathe again.
What a
Shit.
huge pass for Mark Sanchez. They showed so much confidence in him to get that ball to Braylon Edwards and make that a much easier kick for Nick Folk. And finally, the win for Peyton Manning.
There's Jason Taylor, the longtime Dolphin. He moves on. Jets move on. Colts are done.
Well, hope you guys enjoyed it. That was awesome. See, that wasn't that better than 41-0 prime time.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Drama made it worth
we'll keep the real Reeves is in here. We'll keep doing these. We have a whole list of people, everybody's sending us. So we're gonna be watching much more games. We probably want to do every Friday night. This seems to work for now.
Yeah, you can do that.
Do we want to do Sundays? I don't know if you want to do Sundays or not. Whatever you guys want to do. So let us know.
I'm usually around Sundays too. So
yeah. How you do like Sunday? Like, should we do Sunday afternoon or Sunday night?
Whatever's easier.
6, 7.
Usually around early.
I ain't doing shit, man. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll figure out our next one, and we'll talk to you later.
Have a good night.